successful, what you have to understand is the system that we're taught growing up is a system designed to fail from the beginning. And if you're not familiar with that system, it's called the 40-40-40 plan. That means we're expected to work 40 hours a week. We're expected to do that for 40 years. And then we retire on 40% of your income.
Mm.
Now, let's just think about this. If 100% of your income is not enough right now, how are we expected to survive off 40%? And that is the game plan that 95% of the country is on right now. And we all know that this does not work because all of us on the line know people that work 30, 40, maybe even 50 years. They have retired, but they're still dependent on family, friends, or the federal government for simple survival. If you know people like that, give me the thumbs up. Let me see. Or if that's just people in Georgia, right? So this is what we know. We know that plan doesn't work, and this says nothing about them. That's how it's set up if they got it 100% correct. All right? Because what most people don't do is understand there are 4 financial challenges that you have to overcome in order just to start to create financial success. 4 challenges. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all as we jump into this conversation, right? All right, so Stephanie, do me a favor, right? Wait a minute, hold on. I was about to hit the wrong button. I was about to close this whole thing out. Y'all would have all been gone. Hold on. I hit the wrong button. Right? So, Steph, do me a favor. Out of the 4 challenges that we have to overcome, which one do you think impacts people the most?
Of course, I think taxes, Chuck.
Taxes impact. Okay, so explain. So what do you mean taxes? Everybody got to pay taxes. What do you mean?
Well, yeah, of course, everybody has to pay taxes, but the taxes is 1/3 of our income, takes 1/3 of our income. And for me, I think it's one of the largest expenses that we have to pay because you have to think about income tax. You have to pay property tax, sale tax. It's just everything is taxed.
Mm-hmm. And she's 100% correct. Now, of course, we're not saying that you shouldn't pay taxes. No, we don't believe in tax evasion. We're going to teach you guys tax efficiency, okay? But taxes does take the first 1/3 of income, like she said. I think one of the biggest challenges is inflation, right? Inflation, because inflation is something that happens every single day. See, people understand it. People think it's just a yearly thing. They just track it every year, but it happens every single day. So you don't really see it, but you can feel it in your pocket, right? Just think about the cost of living right now. If you go to the grocery store right now and just buy eggs, milk, and bread, who can agree that it costs way more to go grocery shopping right now for the exact same thing than it did 3 months ago? Who can agree that you spend way more money now, right? That's inflation, okay? And what we understand is that business owners dictate the price of goods and services in our country. So what we have to do, as soon as they want to go up on their prices, we should be able to go up on our income the exact same way. The challenge is most people are not 100% in control of their income. So what we're going to do is teach you how you can have an additional stream of income so that when you need to, you can match the rate of inflation. All right? So I took care of, I guess Steph took care of 1. I took care of 2. Vonda Bear, why don't you take care of one of the other 3 that we have to work with?
Let me jump on debt, Chuck, because we call that the family curse, and that takes another third. And also, it's also our second largest expense because a lot of times we have more month than money.
Yep.
And most of you guys know we run out of money. What do? We run out, get a loan, payday loan, swipe our credit cards, and that just increases, gets it in a bigger hole than what we initially started. So I think debt is one of the curses we have because. Think about it. My mom told me I was buying new cars like every 2 years. And she was like, well, girl, you always going to owe someone. So get whatever you want. In my mind, I'm thinking I got to be in debt for the rest of my life. So thank God for MWR Financial. We know better. We do not have a debt sentence anymore.
Amen.
Exactly. Exactly. But that is kind of how it's taught to us, right? We're taught that debt is okay. For example, if you want to buy a house, but you don't have the money, don't worry about it. Go get a mortgage. Go get a loan. If you want to buy a car, you don't got the money, don't worry about it. Go get a loan. If you want to go to school, but you can't afford that education, don't worry about it. Go get a loan. Pay it off later, right? We've been taught the pay it off later mentality. And what they do is put us so much in debt that we're not drowning, but you're barely keeping your head above water, right? So we're not just going to talk about minimizing debt. We want to put you in a position where you can 100% eliminate your debt. Just not on anybody, anything, all right? And then, of course, challenge number 4 is big business. Big business. Big business programs us to spend money. Just think about this. Just think about corporate America. Their sole purpose in life is to get as much money out of your pocket as they possibly can. They spend millions of dollars on marketing, advertising, just so they can get more of your money, and they've entwined it into our lifestyle. So let's think about this, right? We're in the month of August right now. In the month of August, what you're going to hear about all month is back to school. That's kind of what we got to take care of. Back to school, back to school, back to school, right? Now, in September, we're going to have Labor Day. We're gonna have a holiday celebrating working, okay? In October, we got Halloween. That's an entire industry built off one day. In November, the actual holiday is Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday. It's all about being grateful and thankful. But corporate America created Black Friday. They created Cyber Monday, Brown Thursday, where you can't even enjoy a meal with your family before somebody got to run off to catch the deals at the store, right? In December, we got Christmas. January, we got New Year's. February, got Valentine's Day. March, we got spring break. April, we got Easter. May, we got Mother's Day. June, we got Father's Day. July, we got 4th of July. Then we land right back here in August. Every month, right? And that doesn't even include birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, all the ways that we celebrate people. Now, once you guys get to know me, you're going to learn very quickly, I love to celebrate and have a good time. But what I don't think is that we need to go into debt to show someone that we love them or that we are proud of them. Because if we're already at a point where we're living check to check or close to it, how do we pay for those things? Right back to the debt, right? So this is why we're talking about this, you guys. I don't want you to think we came over here to be gloom and doom. But what we do understand is if you can see a problem, you can address it. What most people are doing is just putting their head down saying nothing wrong, nothing wrong, nothing wrong. I just need me a better job. I just need to make more money. And that's not always necessarily the case, right? So we have strategies to help people overcome that. But what we got to understand, or what I need you guys to understand, and what the economy that we're in right now, everybody's not losing. Right? I know everybody thinking chaos is going on and it's a pandemic, so, people not working, but everybody's not losing. Think about this. Stephanie, out of all these companies right here that's on the screen right now, can you admit that you use at least 2 or 3 of these on a daily basis?
Right? Yes, I use, looks like about 4 of them, Chuck.
Right? How about this? Can everybody on the line admit that either Amazon has either been to your house yesterday or the day before you seen that truck coming down your street? They done seen that, right? Yeah. And this is the thing. The reason those companies are winning is because they're offering a service that people need. Entrepreneurship is really simple. Offer services that the masses need, and you can create some serious success. Now, we partnered up with MWR Financial, which is another company on the screen you guys might not be familiar with. They offer a service that people need. Because through all the challenges that we just talked about, there are strategies to overcome them. Right? And Steph, I'm sorry, Bonnie, why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you tell everybody the strategy that we use or how we shifted, tell people the strategy that we use to overcome these challenges.
Our strategy, we call it income shifting.
And what is income shifting?
That's a strategy, a financial strategy that allows you to shift your money back to you. I mean, think about it, guys. You work for it, hit the clock, right? I think Sean, he's known people to go to work at dark 30 and get back home at what? Dark 30. So income shifting is very important because you work for the money. Uncle Sam's taking it. So we'll allow you to get your money back and bring it back to your household. Increase your cash flow.
There you go. That's the whole thing, is to put your money back into your pocket. All right. Now, income shifting has a few different things. So what MWR does, we partner with MWR because they offer financial experts to help people with this process. They have a group of financial experts, again, to help you through the process. Now, of course, we do a partnership, meaning everyone has a role they play. So my role, as well as a lot of people that's on the line right now, all we do is expose people to this information. Because let's be totally transparent. Who can agree that just from the quick 15 minutes that we've been talking right now, that this conversation is making some sense to you? Who can agree that this conversation makes sense? Right?
Yes. Yes.
So since we know that, all we do is just open people's eyes to how capitalism works, to how our economy works, but how you as an individual can learn how to capitalize and not just be capitalized on, because anybody can. All right? So MWR has a membership that they offer to walk people through our income shifting process. So this is our Financial Edge membership. Financial Edge. Because when you do income shifting, it's a few things that we have to do. The first thing we have to do is increase your cash flow. Yes, we want to increase your cash flow, and we do that 3 different ways. We're going to help you minimize your taxes. We're going to help you minimize your debt. And we're going to help you minimize expenses. When those 3 things go down, your cash flow goes up. Now, the question becomes, how? How do you minimize taxes, right? Like, Steph, you said earlier, we got so many taxes that we have to pay. We got the sales tax, property tax, avalon tax, all the taxes we pay, and most of the time, you can't control them. But there are a few that you can control, and we're going to teach you how to maximize them. So this is what I do. So I'm going to go through explaining the strategies, and then Steph and Vonda, I'm going to let you guys give your testimonies on how it worked for you. Is that fair?
Yes.
Fine.
Sounds good. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is minimize your taxes. We're going to talk about Money Max. Money Max is our tax reduction strategy. Okay? Again, we don't teach tax evasion. We don't believe in that. We teach tax efficiency. So once you have your membership, you now have unlimited access to certified financial planners, to CPAs, to individuals that are certified with the IRS to help you become tax efficient. Okay. One of the strategies they're going to teach you is how to properly adjust your W-4. Now, you might not be familiar with the term W-4. You're probably more familiar with the term W-2 because you get one of those every year. But if you receive a W-2, that means you have a W-4 on file at your job. And the IRS has shared with us that 88% of the country has that form filled out incorrectly. 88%. So in working with the experts in Money Max, they're going to properly adjust your W-4 to help give you what we call an instant pay raise just from the strategy. Now, Steph, I know you went through this when you first got started with us a few months ago. Why don't you explain to them how that process worked with you when you did the income shifting with the W-4?
Yes, Chuck. So what I did was actually sent my information in to the experts. They calculated everything for me and then sent me a W-4 form back so I can upload it to my HR department. And once I did that, I immediately, within my next paycheck, got a $125 increase immediately.
Immediately?
Yes.
How often are you paid?
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. Okay, so $125 a week, that's basically, a paycheck is basically $250 for the month.
Yes.
In addition to, okay, so that I love that, right? So just so we're clear, all you did was give them some information and they did the calculation, correct?
Correct.
And then you turned that in at your job.
Yes.
And then after you turned it in, your next paycheck, you saw the increase.
Yes. Exactly.
Did you have to work any more hours for that extra $250 a month?
Not at all.
Did you have to sell any product for that extra $250 a month?
No, I didn't.
Did you have to recruit anybody for that extra $250 a month?
No, sir.
And it's been coming in month after month after month.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, awesome. Y'all, let's give it up for Steph. Come on now. Y'all know, a little extra $250. That's something real. Now, Vonda Bell, I know you did this because we've been working together for about 8 months now, right?
Yes.
So how did it work for you? Why don't you let everybody know what it did for you when you got a chance to work with the experts and got the right information on your W-4?
OMG, Chuck, it changed my life. I joined MWR Financial, uploaded my 2 pay stubs, last year taxes, and a picture of my driver's license. Thinking, okay, let's see what they're going to do for me. So I waited a few days, and finally my adjusted W-4 arrived, and I turned it into Birmingham City Schools. So, we get paid once a month in Alabama. I don't know why they pay their teachers once a month. So long story short, my next paycheck increased $800.
Woo!
Like, yes. It blew me. I paid off so many credit cards, payday loans, you name it. I was a payday loan.
So $800 came in from your situation. Now watch this, Von, because what a lot of people thinking is, well, I wonder what happened. I wonder what's the difference. Why one get $250? Why one get $800? This is what you got to understand, you guys. Is based on your personal situation. We don't have a cookie cutter system. The experts have to analyze what your situation is based on your lifestyle and give you the correct one. So we're not going to say everybody's going to get the exact same amount. What we can say is it will be correct.
Yes.
All right, it will be correct. Now, this is what a lot of people are thinking, right? Because some people are thinking, well, I heard that before. I know about the W-4 and just W-4. I just don't want to owe at the end of the year, right? That's what a lot of people are thinking. Well, that's why we work with the experts, because this is an article from the IRS, and it's the title. IRS tells taxpayers who got a big tax refund to do a paycheck checkup. Meaning they're saying, we don't want to hold your money. Y'all just giving it to us. What we, right? Because people, what we've been conditioned to think is that we're supposed to get a tax refund, and we're not. See, the objective is so you don't owe, but you don't have to pay. So when you work with the experts who get it exactly correct, they're going to give you exactly what you need to be sure that you're not underpaying, but also that you're not overpaying. It pays to have membership when you can get the right information, right? So again, instead of getting that tax refund, and it's so funny because once you get a tax refund, do you see that they tax you on the refund they give you? Yep. That's already your money.
Yes.
Right?
Tax you again.
Okay, so that's the first way we help increase cash flow, is just really just understanding getting the taxes correct. The second thing we're going to do after we minimize taxes, we're going to help minimize your debt. Now, our Equity Max is our debt elimination strategy. Key word in this is elimination. Because, and we're not just talking about credit card debt. We're talking about all debt. So the way the system works, you input in all of your information: credit cards, car notes, mortgages, student loans, medical bills, anything that can be paid off, you load it into the system. And they're going to systematically put together a formula to show you how to pay it off and pay it off in a reduced time frame. And I'm not just saying taking a 30-year mortgage down to 25 years. You can take a 30-year mortgage down to 12 years, down to 8 years based on your situation. So just imagine this, you guys. Imagine this. Imagine if you made the exact same amount of money that you make right now, but you don't owe anybody anything. How much easier is life right then? Yeah, somebody just started speaking in tongues. Y'all just on mute. I know. I felt it come through the line. Because listen, the new free is debt free, not on anybody anything. Now, Vonda, we were talking about you when you did your Equity Max a while back. Why don't you tell them how it worked for you once they put your information, once you got all your information in there?
I muted myself. I'm sorry. Can you hear me, Chuck?
Yeah, I got you.
Because I was kind of speaking in tongues when you said that. Equity Max changed, it changed my life because I entered all my information, the balances, payment amounts, and interest rates. And I just purchased my home 3 years ago. So when I looked at my new information, I think I sent Richard a copy of it. They have me getting it out of debt in 10 years. So they've eliminated 17 years off my mortgage.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Yes.
That's a lot of money, right?
17 years off my mortgage. I've been here 3, I'm debt free in 10 years. I'm like 30 minus, oh yeah, that's 17 years off my mortgage.
Right, and it has to be an easy feeling to know there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
I got so many of my friends just telling me stuff like, I'm just gonna die in debt. Like, that's not how it's set up. Because the one thing we call debt the family curse. And the reason we call it that is because some people think debt's a sin, and it's not. There's nothing in the Bible say debt's a sin. It does say the borrower is slave to the lender, but it does say it's a sin. Debt is actually a curse. See, a sin you can repent for, a curse is generational. So even if you leave, your debt's still here, and guess who you leaving that to?
My children.
We got to do better than that. The book I follow says a good man leaves a legacy for his kids and his kids' kids. Right? So what we going to do is get a plan to get out of debt. And of course, everybody like, well, I'm working on it. I'm trying. I'm figuring I'm going to pay this off. I'm going to consolidate that. I'm going to do this. Let the experts help you with that. That's why we have them, right? So again, the new free is what? Debt free.
Debt free.
Right? So, okay, so we talked about minimizing taxes. We talked about minimizing debt. Now let's talk about minimizing expenses. Because in the quickest way or the most consistent way for us to minimize your expenses is to increase your credit. Because when your credit score goes up, your interest rates go down, right? And credit plays such an important role. So our Credit Max is our credit restoration program. Keyword is restoration. I'm sure you guys have heard of credit repair. We don't do credit repair. Credit repair is like putting a Band-Aid over a broken bone. We do credit restoration, where we help rebuild and enhance your credit so not only that it goes up, but it stays up, right? Now, why don't you let them know, because I know you got excited when you got your quick results from our Credit Max. Why don't you tell them how it worked for you?
I uploaded my 3 credit reports, and I'm thinking, oh my God, you know, coming out of divorce, and we had to, you know how the divorce thing goes. Not you, but some people. So it was just a mess. My credit was a mess, Chuck, to be honest. And I was in denial for a while. So once I joined the company, I uploaded my 3 credit reports. And I waited maybe a week. I thought they're not going to do anything, you know, this soon. But they had gone up 45 points initially. And since that time, I haven't checked. But the last time I checked, my score had gone up 102 points total.
102 points.
And I haven't checked it in like 2 or 3 months.
Wow.
Got to check it. See what,
Check it.
You got to check. Go back, check it again, right? Because it's funny because I put my credit score was like around 760, 770 consistently. I didn't have bad credit, and I wasn't even planning on buying anything. I just said, let me just put it in here because I'm paying for it. Might as well. They got my credit score all the way up to 817. Yeah. I know. Some of y'all, I got way cute as soon as y'all got 800 credit score, didn't I? I see how some of you looking at me now, right? Now, I read on Facebook that my friend Rebecca had an increase in her credit score. I'm going to put her on blast because I saw her jump on here, and she hadn't been working with us longer than maybe like 30, 45 days. Rebecca, you available to speak?
Yes, I am.
There she go. Go ahead and give your testimony. Just let people know what we're doing over here.
Okay, Chuck. Thanks for being on tonight. I appreciate you having me. What I did was on July 7th, I uploaded 3 of my credit reports, copy of my driver license, and uploaded into the portal, and the experts went to work for me.
So what were the results they were able to get?
The results was my score in the beginning was a 538. It went up to a 654, 116 points in 30 days.
In 30 days, give it up. Come on, y'all. Y'all can use the reaction button. Y'all can do the shaking.
Awesome.
Y'all can do whatever you need right there. Look here. Let me ask you guys a question, right? Let me just look at everybody real quick. Do you notice the theme that's going on here? I uploaded my information and the experts went to work. Do you notice this thing? I uploaded my information and the experts came up with the game plan. I gave them my information and they sent me back a new W-4. This is what I want to point out to everybody. We just gave you plenty of examples of how our system helps minimize your taxes, minimize your debt, and minimize expenses. And all they did was give them the information. Simple question. Can you do that?
Yep.
Did that require any kind of skill in order for them to do that?
No.
Did that require any special knowledge in order for them to do that?
No.
So we get an opportunity to empower our community in the area that most people we know need empowerment. Okay? So I'm gonna take a quick pause right here to see if we had any questions. Steph, could you do me a favor and just check the chat group to see if anybody posted any questions as we're going through that? Because I know I was going fast. I talk kind of country and I'm fast, so you know. And then later we cut off our words. There you go. We cut off our words, like we say stuff like that'll. You know, we cut our words off. So y'all might have been a little confused or something, right?
I don't see any questions.
Okay. If anyone has any questions or anything, let me look through real quick. Go ahead and raise your hand and come off mute and go ahead and ask your question because we want to be sure everybody got a good understanding before we get off the line tonight. Any questions? Okay, I see your hand up.
Yeah.
Okay, come off mute if you can.
I have a question.
Okay. What's your name? Say your name for me so I can find.
Sorry. My name is Judith Miller. And I have a question in regards to once you become a member, I mean, of course, word of mouth is everything. And of course, once you have good experience with it, you tell others, right? But are you required? Is there a certain quota of people that will want to come in or that you have to bring in?
Great question. Okay. And we hadn't even got to that part yet, but that's a great question. So with our company, there's no requirement that you have to bring in anybody. If you just, some people just want to use the membership where they just say, look, I want to get myself straight, right? That can be absolutely fine. Depending on the way you want to enter the movement is depending on which part we're going to teach you and coach you on. Okay, so I'll get to that part where we can, if it makes sense to you, I'm sure you're probably thinking it makes sense to people that you know, right? If it does, MWR is going to compensate you for that. I'm going to get to that part next. I just want to be sure we didn't have any questions about how the program actually works with the experts. I like Judith. Judith, we gonna get along very well. You already here. We finna do it.
Not that I
we
won't
finna
tell
do it,
people.
Judith.
Not that I wouldn't spread the word and bring other people in, but sometimes you first want to get in and get an understanding of everything first yourself.
I completely understand. Judith, we about to work, man. Judith, let me let you know. I see what you're thinking. Okay? I see what I see how you're thinking. I got you covered. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's continue. Let's continue. Right. I just want to be sure to have any questions on that part. Right. So, but we also have one more part to our Financial Edge membership called Wealth Max. Okay. Now this is what I want to share with you guys for free. Whether you do or work with us or not, you have to put yourself in position where you have some investment income. It is a necessity in life because understand at some point in time, you're going to want to sit down, but you don't want your lifestyle to sit down as well. And I completely understand a lot of people have investments, but there will be a point in time where you will not be able to earn income. But there will never be a point in time that you won't need income. So our Wealth Max is our wealth generation program where they're going to teach you about investing. Now, of course, a lot of people say, well, I do invest. I have my money. I got my 401k going very well. I've been putting money in my 401k for the last 20 years, right? I understand that. And nothing wrong with the 401k. But you have to understand that's not enough. It's not going to be enough. Right? It's because first off, they limit how much money you put into the 401k, because I'm familiar with that. My family, we have that as well. And then also the 401k is attached to the stock market. So about 2 months ago when the stock market crashed, guess what happened to most people's 401k? It crashed as well, right? I'm going to let you guys know we took a $80,000 hit in one of our 401k accounts, 80 grand. That hurt. Wow. I mean, just don't even open that account up. Let's close that up. Don't even open that no more. Right? You know how you want to feel good about yourself? You go open up your account, see what you're in the account, now and close that up. Yes. That's just mad, right? So what we have to do is put ourselves in position where we have other things growing for you, other places that you can invest, right? And our Wealth Max team is a team that educates us on this. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to even be the one to explain. I see a gentleman on the line that's fully taking advantage of every part of the Financial Edge membership, and I want him to hopefully be able to come off mute and give us his experience, not just tell us how it worked, but his experience in working with the Wealth Max team. It just so happened to be my big brother, so I know all his business. So, right, so Rick, do me a favor. Could you come up and just tell everybody how I work with you and work with Wealth Max and the Equity Max, how they put all this together?
Absolutely. And it's one of the pleasures of learning and working together with family and a team, because you, Vonda, and Stephanie are doing an amazing job this evening. So whoever's listening this evening, just make sure to thank them for sharing. The first thing that I did was I did everything in the income shifting process. So I got my money max increase so that I got some of my check back from the IRS, then increased my credit scores, and over time placed all the extra into Equity Max and our debt-free lifestyle. Now, here's what it did for me. With my creditors plan, I was going to be paying paying interest for another 24 years. But based on the extra that I shifted back from the IRS, from my creditors, I was able to save 24 years in debt to now debt-free in 7 years and 7 months. Wow. And beyond that, one of the things that we're able to, and that'll save me about $276,000 in interest, because they say that interest is a penalty you pay for buying things ahead of time you can afford them. And then to take that income and then invest it in reasonable, moderate investment returns to get a millionaire day. And two things they taught me different than things that I'd learned traditionally through my education in the school system and at Duke was investment vehicles outside the average, because I wanted outside the average results. First was the idea of private banking and comparing it and contrasting it with a traditional bank, meaning the way a regular bank works right now, any of the ones that you see on the corner, is you put your money in, you get a low return under 1%.
Yep.
And then the bank, they have a process called arbitrage where they loan your money to other people as car loans and credit cards and mortgages. They call it arbitrage in East Point. You know what we call it, right?
Flipping on the street.
They flipping your money in the street.
They flipping it.
And then if you want to borrow money from the bank where your money is, you have to loan, apply, and qualify, and your dollar can only ever do one thing. With private reserve accounts, which again, wealthy people have had this for generations. They knew different things, and that created different results. With a private reserve account, your return is linked to the market growth. So as the market grows, your balance increases. But if the market ever dips, we got a no loss provision, so you never lose.
Right.
And then more powerfully, as your own bank, now you can participate in arbitrage. So say you put $50,000 into your private reserve account and it's time to buy your wife a car, which in my case, this is true. You can borrow $30,000 from your account on your terms, and the account still grows like all 50,000 of it is still in there. Am I making sense? So now your money's doing two things. It's growing and you're building on terms that you set. And that was the first thing that just excited me because I wasn't taught that. But then the second was land banking, meaning that the wealth gap among people of our color in America is that 2/3 of America's wealth is in real estate. But too many of us owe too much and own too little. So with land banking, we're able to have our expert team survey about 9,000 properties per quarter and purchase land in the path of growth at 20 to 40% below the market average, meaning we're profitable up front, and then we sit in the path of growth watching the trends and things that are happening. Right now, we're buying land certificates in Antelope Valley, California, or Green Energy Valley. You can look it up. But you'll see right there that Warren Buffett has his new energy efficient bus company there. Northrop Grumman, Kaiser Permanente has their new energy efficient headquarters. And oh, by the way, the Olympics are coming to LA in 2028.
That's right.
Now, me and you both being from here, living in Atlanta, when the 1996 Olympics were announced in 1986, we watched the town that we live in grow to a place where it had the world's largest airport. We went from having all 2-lane expressways to 4 lanes in every direction. So places that we knew good and sure were the country, like Alpharetta and Covington and Conyers and Fayetteville, suddenly those were all in the path of growth, and the people holding that property, because of the build-up time, double-digit returns, and we're right now in position to do that, sitting on the first freeway that LA County's built in the last 25 years. Do not make me go over there to my desk and get my certificate. We'll just show these people. Just understand that it's people just like you and me now able to invest with the big boys. So now we've made the shift, getting our income back, but now getting our income to where our money is making money. Am I making sense?
Right. Yes, sir.
I'll cut off right there because I can go on for this for hours.
That's good. That's good. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for breaking that down for everybody. And this is what I want everybody to understand, because I know a lot of people now saying, man, y'all giving away a lot of good stuff. And I'm sure you're probably getting nervous thinking that you cannot afford it. That's not the objective of MWR. Anyone can qualify. There's no certain type of education you need. You know, normally to be able to participate in the private reserve account or land banking, you have to be a certified investor. That means you have to be either worth over $1 million, not including your home, or earn over $250,000 a year. In most cases, that would knock a lot of people out of being able to participate. But now, because we have our membership and they give us access to it, we can play in the wealth game, all right, from wherever you are. Whether you make $10 an hour working at McDonald's or $20,000 a month working at someplace else, anybody can participate. Okay, so what I need you to do, Miss Steph, do me a favor, since you've been doing hosting for us so well, why don't you kind of let everybody know how much it costs to take full advantage of the MWI program?
$228 one time, Chuck, and $119 a month.
$228 one time and $119 a month. Start your MWI business. It puts you in the game.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so just so we clear, right? So so $119 a month is basically like $14 a day to get unlimited access to all the experts and run your MWR business. That's correct.
Yes.
Okay, so you telling me you pay $4 a day right now just so you can get back an additional $250 a month from your job?
Yes.
Okay, and you telling me the same $4 a day, Ms. Vonda, the same $4 a day that we pay for our membership increased your credit score over 100 points in like 45 to 60 days.
Yes, sir.
Same membership got you your debt-free date that put together the plan to have you debt-free in 10 years.
Yes, sir.
This is what I like to share with everybody, because a lot of people thinking that it's a lot of money. It's $4 a day. That's a combo meal at Wendy's. I mean, that's a 4 for 4. That's a 4 for 4. You get burgers, fries, 4 nuggets, and a drink for $4 at Wendy's. And what's amazing is the mentality of people is I spend $4 to eat that day instead of spending $4 for your family to eat for the rest of their life. You guys, we creating wealth over here, okay? So again, we also said it's $228 to get started, to start your business, not just get access to the memberships, because this is a business. So we actually make additional income, but you also get the tax benefits of having a home-based business. Steph, why don't you share with everybody some of the tax benefits that you're able to do now that you have a home-based business?
Sure, Chuck. Like with my house, like I am sitting in a room in my house now, which is my office. That's a tax benefit. My cell phone, my miles, going to the store from time to time. I can write those miles off. My power bill, my water, all of those bills that I normally pay anyway, they're tax write-off now.
They're tax write-offs right now. I like to call that anyway money, right?
Yes.
Because we're gonna spend that money anyway. That's the key.
Yes.
We're now able to write off our lifestyle because we now own a business. And the only thing that the government requires in order to write it off is that, 1, you do it the right way, and 2, that you track it. And we have an app that comes with your membership to track all your expenses for you. So to keep this concept very simple, as a consumer, you have bills. As a business owner, you have expenses. Expenses are tax deductible, bills are not. So we simply show you how to take your existing bills and transition them into expenses. Now you get to write off your lifestyle, okay? So that's a great way of being, again, more tax efficient, but you're also starting your business. Now, we have a success system in place that already works our business, but I want you guys to clearly understand what we're doing with the movement. The movement is simple. We're going to help you minimize your taxes, minimize your debt, minimize your interest, minimize expenses, minimize your stress. Who can agree that all those things going down can help your stress level go down?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And the main thing is, at the exact same time or simultaneously, we're going to increase your cash flow. We're going to increase your income, increase your credit score, and increase your investments. We're talking about building a life of abundance, and you don't have to figure it out by yourself. We got the team of experts to do it when it comes to the membership side. Now we're going to talk about the business side, where we actually increase your income. Because everything we talked about before was just expanding your cash flow. Now let's talk about increasing your income to bring in more money on top of what you're doing from your job right now. So I want you guys to understand our business model is more of a franchise model, meaning you don't have to come in here and try to make it up. As a matter of fact, we encourage you not to. We already have a success system. And just like if you was going to buy McDonald's, you're going to follow the McDonald's system. You don't pay $2.5 million to go make up your own stuff, right? Because whether you buy a Big Mac in Brooklyn or you buy a Big Mac in Florida, you're going to get 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. That's a Big Mac, right? And they don't make it that way because that's the best tasting burger. They make it that way so that the person that sells the burger makes money if they sell it that way. It's a system. That's why you can have McDonald's run by 15, 16, 17-year-olds and it be $1 million operation because they just teach them the system. We have the exact same system in place. As a matter of fact, what you're on right now is part of our success system. I need y'all to do me a favor, right? I'm going to show it to you. Look at the person that invited you on the call right now. Go ahead, take a look at them. It's 55 of us on here, so you might have to scroll back and forth, see if you can see them. And if you don't, look at their name real hard and ask them why they funny acting. Shoot them a text like, why you being funny acting? Why you can't show yourself, right? What is that individual doing? If it's not myself, Steph, or Vonda, what is that person doing?
Sure.
Well, let me help you. Nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. But seriously, they're learning a presentation by watching us, but more importantly, they're building a business and sharing information with people. Can you do that? Can you invite someone to a webinar and allow someone else to explain the business for you? That's what Miss Patricia doing. Ain't that right, Patricia? I see you up there. I see you. There you go, right? That's what she doing. Can you do that, right? That's part of our success system. Because if you can do that, this can grow into a very large business for you. All right? And not only can it grow into a business, it'll grow into a large income for you. So since we right here at my time and I've been going way too long, I'm going to show y'all all the ways we get paid, right? We get paid 10 different ways. Like I said, I'm going to show it to you. It's on the screen. I'm going to explain about 3 of these. It'll take way too long. Those are all the ways we get paid right there, right? Go and do a snapshot, take a picture, write it down, do a smoke signal, whatever you got to do. Make sure you get your documentation for your information, right? So when you get back with the person that put you on this particular webinar, you can say, hey, man, tell me about that leadership bonus. Tell me about whatever bonus you want to know about, right? But let me explain to you the main three. As a matter of fact, Steph, why don't you do me a favor? Out of all the ways we get paid, which way do you like the most on how we get paid?
Daily pay, daily guarantee, Chuck. Daily guarantee.
You like the daily? I'm going to take the daily guarantee for $200, Chuck. Right? Okay. Let's talk about the daily guarantee. I must admit this is one of my favorites because you got to use your context clues when it comes to trying to figure stuff out. It says daily and it says guarantee. All right? You got to use your context clues. Okay? So look, what MWR does, they say, look, they're going to pay you a certain amount of money based on the size of your organization every single day. Okay? So when someone decides to get started with MWR through your website, they're going to compensate you. Now, we get paid daily, weekly, and monthly, but right now I'm going to just show you this daily guarantee. It starts at $5 a day, and it grows all the way to $1,000 per day based on the size of your team. So, how do we earn that, Chuck? I know somebody said $1,000. You can't fathom that. Let's go with $5 a day. Let's just say you know 3 people somewhere in the United States that can benefit from the program that we just talked about. Just 3. Once those 3 people get started, in our system, one business partner is worth 3 points. Points are very important. So if you have 3 business partners times 3 points, that equals 9 points. According to my chart, 9 points qualifies you for the $5 a day daily guarantee. Now, I know $5 won't retire anybody on this line, but let's keep $5 in perspective. If you take $5 and multiply it by 30 days, that's an additional $150 per month of additional income above and beyond what you get from your job right now. Simple question. Would it help?
Absolutely.
Yes.
If it help, give me the thumbs up, right?
Absolutely.
And since we have on the line, and Miss Patricia just earned this bonus with us right now, Miss Patricia, do me a favor. I know you weren't expecting this, but just tell me, how long have you been working with us in MWR?
My start date, Chuck, was actually July 18th.
July 18th.
Mm-hmm.
So it hadn't even been 30 days yet you've been working with it, because right now we at August 9th, so it hadn't even been 30 days yet.
Right.
And have you qualified for the $5 a day daily guarantee?
Yes, I have.
And how do you know you're getting your $5 every day?
Because I get a text at 5:03 p.m. for the last, 3 days. So I guess, as Sean T. Hill said, I did it in 2 days, really.
Awesome. Oh, and so they send you a text, let you know you're getting your money, right?
Absolutely.
Now, I know that's exciting, but I do also understand you're not trying to stay there, correct?
Correct.
Okay, well, let me show you where it can grow to, right? Because let's just say it grows from 3 people in your team to 12 people in your team. 12. 12 people times 3 points equals 36 points. According to my chart on the screen, 36 points qualifies you for the $20 a day daily guarantee. $20 times 30 days is an additional $600 per month of additional income. Simple question. Would it help on top of what you're already doing?
Yep.
If you can use
Yes.
extra $600 for helping people fix the situations that they're in financially right now, give me the thumbs up. Let me just see. Let me see. Want to help some people get their money right there. MWR just pay you for that. Okay? And the thing I love about it is that we have a lot of people earning these bonuses, right? So we got a lot of people already earning $20 a day. Now, we've just been working with the company for about 8 months. Getting to 8 months right now, and we already got people earning the $20 a day daily guarantee. This is Dez and Felicia McCoy. They're a rock star power couple in the team because both of them own distributorships. Both of them earn the $20 a day daily guarantee. That's additional $1,200 a month coming in for their household, so they can help keep their daughters looking all beautiful and pretty on Facebook. Right? We got Anthony Clemens, Dondre Meeks. I think we just talked to this young lady right here, and I need to upgrade my slide because I know Ms. Vonda Bell, you used to be on the $20 a day. Why don't you let everybody know what's going on now?
Chuck, I was texting you or somebody that day, and at 4 o'clock, it comes on like, oh, I got my $20. I thought, wait, that's not a two. That's not a two. At $30 a day now.
You at $30 a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let me just go and be nosy. How close are we to the what percentage are we to the $50 a day?
Oh, I'm like, what, 68%?
68% to the 50. Y'all give it up for Vonda. Let me tell you, that just means she helping a whole lot of people, y'all. That's all that means,
Yes.
right? That means she get to educate. But now, Vonda, you're a teacher, correct? You're an educator.
Yes,
right?
sir.
And I love what you guys. I have so much respect for teachers, especially as my kids been home for like the last, come on now, y'all go through a lot, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't think that you guys are compensated for teaching the future leaders of our world. They don't compensate you guys enough.
Not like that.
But isn't this a way for us to be able to now be able to help teachers? Because I know it's a lot of them out there, and all y'all doing is just teaching grown-ups financial education.
Exactly.
So congratulations on all your success and what you're doing. But I know we got a lot of other teachers we need to bless. We're going to have to do a teacher webinar, and we're just going to talk to the teachers one day. Let's do that this week and next week. So we need y'all to know some teachers. Just let them know to jump on our webinar. We're going to do a teacher webinar and just let the teachers see what's going on.
Let's do it.
Right. We're going to help. We're going to help them. Right.
Let's do it.
We got a lot of leaders on the team, you guys. These are my folks. I can't go through everybody, but just understand it continues to grow. Because then you get to $30 a day. We're going to have to put Vonda's picture on here with the $30 a day. But then you can get up here to the $50 a day. $50 a day. Now y'all thinking, okay, wait a minute, hold on. It gets gooder. It does get gooder, okay? And let me be quick here, y'all. So we also get paid another way. We also get what's called a vehicle or mortgage payment bonus. A vehicle or mortgage payment bonus. But understand our daily guarantee can go as large as you like. But the vehicle or mortgage payment bonus, it starts at $500 a month based on the size of your organization. The second tier is $1,250 a month. And the top tier is $3,000 per month. Now, again, we've been working with this company for 8 months, so you already got some people hitting these positions or getting this bonus already, right? I don't have any of these guys on the line right now, but you might know this gentleman. This is Mr. Junior. He's on the Steve Harvey Morning Show every morning. Every morning. He's on there talking to over 9 million people, having them laugh and tell jokes. And he jacked out his mind about MWR. Not for the fact that he's already qualified for the $50 a day daily guarantee or the $500 a month car bonus. That's not why he's most excited. He's most excited because he knows everybody can't be on Steve Harvey Show telling jokes, making his kind of income. But anybody can do MWR. Yeah. So now he's able to bless other people, not by cutting them a check, but showing them how to make their own. Y'all heard the saying, you can give a man a fish he can eat for a day. You teach him how to fish, he can eat for a lifetime, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all just heard from this gentleman right here. This is my big brother already earning big bank, big bonuses with the car bonus. And we got Dr. Sean T. Hill, right? Now, I saw him on the line earlier, and I got to have him come on because he's a record setter with the company right now, been working with us. I think we might have just hit 60 days or 61 days in the company right now. Right, so Mr. Hill, do me a favor, man. Why don't you just share with everybody? Again, another educator in our education system, blessing our young minds. I told him when he got started, I said, Sean, look at man, don't quit your job because our kids need to see strong black men, and they need a presence for that. So he was like, okay, we'll give it a few more. So Sean, do me a favor, man. Share with us kind of your perspective on what we're doing and what we're going with what we're doing right now.
Hey, hey, first of all, you guys are doing an incredible job. Stephanie, I didn't know, Steph. I did not know, Stephanie. No, you're strong on that thing. Vonda Bell talked to me all the time. She talked my ear off. I knew she was going to be strong. But Stephanie, I'm super excited about what we're doing. And it's just a blessing, man. Chuck, I'm just super excited as well that I get to learn from you. I'm grateful and humbled I get to learn from my little big brother, Mr. Richard Hardon, who actually gave me this opportunity. And I've been sitting there tripping because y'all were, I saw people starting to scroll, right? And the things that Chuck Hardon told me was success loves speed. That was the first thing he said. I don't even know if he thought he was talking to me, but when I heard him say it, I just internalized it. And I was scrolling and I realized that on July, now I got started on June 9th, Rich? June the 9th. On July 16th, I was earning the $20 a day. On July 17th, I was earning the $30 a day. And then I was scrolling, and then on July 22nd, I was still earning the $30 a day. But on July 23rd, I was earning the $50 a day. And the humbling portion is it had nothing to do with me. It was because the Deidre Sampsons and the Dana Turnquist and all of the different business partners, they took a hold of the vision and they just ran with it. And I mean, some of them ran reluctantly and others ran defiantly, but the bottom line was every day we were running. And seriously, it's only 61 days. I don't even know where we're running to. We don't even know what we're doing yet. Y'all just heard our first credit testimony. That was Miss Rebecca Odom. She was my second business partner. We still don't even know what we have our hands on, but we know we have our hands on something big, and we're not going to be on the right track and not be on the right train.
There we go. That part.
Wow. There we go. So look, you guys, we've been on here, right? We about to almost hit my hour mark right now. And I hate people keeping on the hour, but I'm having such a good time talking to all y'all because I feel all y'all energy coming through the phone. Right? And I feel the energy because I think we're very similar. It takes a certain type of person to take time out of their day on a Sunday evening to get on a webinar to hear about a money situation. Understand, everybody ain't doing that. Everybody's not doing that. So that says something about you as an individual, that not only you might be in a position where you're open, but you got the mindset of abundance, that you understand that we are here to do more than just work, pay bills, and die. Because all of us on the line, there's 56 of us on the line right now. We all got different backgrounds. We all have different occupations. We all have different goals and different dreams, but we all have one very common objective. At the end of the day, we all want to be successful financially. If that's you, at the end of the day, you want to win the game financially, give them the thumbs up, make sure we still talking good. That's right. So we know we're here to do something more. We just got caught up in having to pay the bills and let life beat us down. I understand. I was the exact same way, right? Except I thought I could out-earn my ignorance. I thought, look, Chuck, don't complain. Just put your head down, work harder. You can do it. Go ahead, work harder, make more, do more, earn more. But who's ever heard this phrase before? The more you make, the more they take. Who's ever heard that before?
Absolutely.
Right? I didn't make that up, and that's 100% correct. So if you don't learn some strategies to keep more of your money in your pocket now, it doesn't matter how much money you make, you're going to always find yourself ice skating uphill. So what we do is give you guys access to experts that can put you in position to be financially fit. Then we also give you an additional stream of income to flood more money through that system. This is a win-win situation, right? And just so I can be transparent, I'm already over time, so y'all still here. Let me just be transparent with y'all for a second. Y'all still here, so let me just show you what we've been able to do in the last 8 months, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys my back office. Why? Because we friends. I feel like we are connected, right? I feel like we are connected, right? So in the past 8 months, right now, I'm showing you guys my back office because yours is going to look just like mine. It's going to look the exact same way, all right? So, matter of fact, Stephanie, does your back office look just like mine?
Yes.
Yep. How about Vonda Bell? Does your back office look just like this?
So when you say just like this, you mean like
Come on, Vonda. That's what I'm talking about. Mine don't look just like that. Like,
better
Just give me Ryan.
like it don't look just like that now.
just look just like the setup is the same, you know. Just the way we-
Right. The categories are similar, sir. The categories are similar.
It's only the 9th of the month, man. Like, we got a few seconds. It's only the 9th of the month. I'm saying.
Okay. So it's set up the same way. We'll say that. It's set up the same way, right? So look, so where it says organization size, it says 269 right now. 269 in the team. Great job, right? Now, the thing that's amazing to me is that where we at right now, I know Dr. Shanti Hills built the organization over 4,000 people in another company that wasn't doing financial freedom or financial. They was just showing you how to make money. This one here is showing you what to do with it. So to be at 269 and where we are right now, that's exciting. Okay, but let me show you what that gets for you. Daily guarantee says star level 6. Let's see exactly what that means. So star level 6 means we're currently getting $150 per day, every single day. So when Miss Patricia said she was getting, she just got started with us 30 days ago, well, 22 days ago, she had $5 a day. I was at $5 a day too back then, right? Now we at $150. The next level is $200 a day, and we are 88% to getting that done. We got to move that. We're gonna have to push that, right? Let's keep going because we also have the luxury vehicle car club, right? Let's see what we qualify for right now. Right now it says tier 2. That means we're currently getting $1,250 per month to pay the car note. This is the beautiful thing. I don't have a car note. All my cars are paid for. So we take that money and we can put it back into the investment to continue to build the wealth. The company doesn't even make you buy a car, right? You can do whatever with it. You can use this to pay off the car you're driving right now. How much quicker can you pay off the car you're driving right now if you had an extra $500 a month that you can put on top of the car note that you're already paying right now?
A whole lot faster.
right.
Yes.
We talking about paying off wealth, right?
Yes.
And then, of course, we have the presidential bonus. Currently, I'm at level 2, which is $1,000 per month. Let me tell you why I'm sharing this with you guys, because I'm not sharing this with you to impress you. I'm sharing it with you to impress upon you that anybody can do this. Anybody can. And you don't get one bonus or the other. You get them all for the exact same work. You get them all. So imagine if it took me 8 months to do this. Let's say it takes you a year to do the same thing. Let's say it takes you 18 months, a year and a half to do the exact same thing, because everybody's journey is going to be different. But let's say a year and a half from today, you have an additional $150 per day hitting your e-card. You have an additional $1,200 a month to pay your car note, and you have an additional $1,000 per month for your investment account. Keyword I'm using is additional, because you don't have to quit your job to do this. Guess what? I didn't. Still got a full-time job right now. So what it does give you is it gives you options and it gives you leverage. Because couldn't you do what you're doing right now, even if you love to do it, couldn't you do it a little bit better if you know you didn't have to do it?
Right.
Yes.
Right? So that's what it does. It gives you options, right? So let me go ahead and close this out, you guys. I'm going to keep you guys on here. But there's always 3 kinds of people that sit in on this conversation. The number 3 person says, man, it looks good, it sounds good, but it's not for me. I just say, look, it's not for me. And it's okay. I understand. Well, I don't say I understand anymore because I don't understand it, but I do respect it. I 100% respect it, and I respect you. Because like I said, you are different. Someone invited you to a conversation about money, and you showed up. That says a lot about you as an individual and your integrity as a person. So thank you just for showing up, and please stay connected with us. Because I think it's all about moving as a movement, as a team, moving as a team of creating financial wealth. We want you to be successful in whatever you decide to do. But if this is not for you, I'm sure you know people that need help with their credit. I'm sure you know people that need an instant pay raise in this kind of economy. Give the person a referral that invites you to the line. Just let them know, look, it's not for me, but I know a few people I think you can bless, because we're in the blessing business. And my mentor taught me a blessing ain't a blessing unless you can give it away. This is one of the things you can give away, right? Number 2 kind of person says, man, I love everything y'all doing, but is there a way I can get started and just use the membership for myself? And the answer is yes. Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, if all you want to do is use the membership, we're going to give you a discount. So you can take full advantage of the Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max, and it's only $79 to get started and $79 a month to maintain. So get back with the person that puts you on the line and say, look, just send them a text, put in the number 2, okay? They're going to send you a link so you can go ahead and get your membership set up today. And what you got to love about the membership, that covers 2 people in the household. You and the spouse gets to have your credit fixed. You and the spouse get to work with the Money Max team. You and the spouse get to work out the debt-free dates. So go ahead and get your membership set up right now, all right? Then, of course, you had a number 1 kind of person. The number 1 kind of person, you think you the one. You think you are the one that's going to make a difference. Because we understand it only takes one person to change the destiny of a family. It took one Michael Jordan. It took one Oprah Winfrey, one Bill Gates. It took one Rockefeller. I guarantee ain't nobody at your job last name Rockefeller. And if they are, they own the building. Right? So understand it just takes one. And the great thing is you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So not only do you want to use the membership, you also want to build up your daily guarantee. So get back with the person that put you on the line, send them a text with the number 1. They're going to send you a link, so you go ahead and get your business started today. And they're also going to set up a 3-way conversation with you and one of our upline leaders so that you can have a good game plan on how to get your business started the right way. Because, again, we're building this as a team, as a unit. We look forward to working with you guys. My name is Chuck Hardon. On behalf of myself, I want to personally thank Ms. Vonda Bell. Thank you very much for helping me with this conversation. Stephanie Short, thank you very, very much. You did an amazing job, right? And Ms. Patricia, congratulations on your success as we keep this thing moving.
Thank you.
All the leaders on the team, for everybody joining in, this is Chuck Hardon, Bertie and Richard's bouncing baby boy. It's been a pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to share with you guys. I look forward to seeing you at the beaches of the world, to seeing you at the bank, whichever one comes first. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.
We love
Thank you
too.
so much.
You
Love
awesome.
you back. Love you back.
Bye.
Good job, Chuck. Always inspirational.
Thank
you.
All right. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you. Have a blessed evening, everyone.
Bye-bye.
So we asking the questions to the person who invited us?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to ask if there were any questions. I got another webinar to get on, but I take 2 or 3 questions real quick. Anybody got any questions? Y'all go ahead. All the leaders that they got the link, jump on the webinar. I'll be on there in 2 minutes.
Okay, real quick. My one question is this: if you get started in the business, is it $229 to start and $119 that month, or is it $229 to start?
See, Judith, that's what I'm talking about right there, Judith. Me and you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. It's $228 to get started, and then the $119 is 30 days later.
Right.
It's only $228 because that includes the $119.
My husband's on here too, and I was telling him that was his question, really.
That's a money question right there. I can appreciate them questions. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody else had the same question. All right, appreciate it. Look forward to working with y'all. Be sure when you get connected with the person that invited you, why don't you and your husband, all y'all, we all get on a 3-way call together. We'll talk about our game plan for you. Cool?
All right. Thank you.
There you go. All right. Peace.